Grüezi miteinander, liebe Freundinnen. Hello, dear friends in Zürich. My name is Ulrike Lunacek. I'm Vice President of this European Parliament and also co-president of the Intergroup on LGBTI rights. Together with 7 other vice and co-presidents and over 140 members, I run the Intergroup on lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, intersex rights to defend the rights of LGBTI people in Europe and beyond. I'm very honored that you have invited me to your discussion on equality without borders, and I really do regret that I cannot be there in person, but I hope via this message you will also get a bit of my work here and of the support I have for events like yours and for Zurich Pride. As a lesbian woman myself, who has had her coming out more than 30 years ago, I know how far we have come. 30 or 35 or 40 years ago, there was nobody or hardly anyone open and visible about her or his sexual orientation, let alone people in leading positions in the economy, in politics or elsewhere. I, as many of lesbians my age, grew up in a heteronormative environment which didn't leave any doubt that the only option was heterosexuality, traditional marriage, including kids and traditional family life. Especially for women, these expectations have been depriving us from independent lives of our own, with our own professional lives, independent from a husband. Changing this by increasing acceptance and visibility of lesbian women, bisexual women, of LGBTI people in general, that has been a key issue for me in all of my political life. It was one of the main themes throughout my career in women's NGOs, in LGBTI organizations and in others. And also as a national member of the parliament for 10 years for the Greens in Austria, and now, since 2009, here in the European Parliament. As you know, a key driver for equality is political and legal recognition. This year, and in fact this month, you in Switzerland celebrate the 10-year anniversary of registered partnership law, which you and Switzerland has adopted via referendum. And I'm saying this, remembering and reminding us that just this month, also in Ireland, a referendum, and the first ever worldwide, went out positively on same-sex marriage. So this, and I think you were the first ones to go there, this was a milestone that you and the Swiss people did, ensuring recognition and acceptance of love between people of the same sex, and that in Switzerland has already been a fact over a decade. Now, further recognition of problems faced by LGBTI people is given through anti-discrimination law, which is unfortunately still needed. In the European Union, as well as in Switzerland, discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation is prohibited in employment. This ensures that the work floor becomes a safer space for lesbian and bisexual women, and it ensures that effective mechanisms should exist for obtaining justice in a case of discrimination. But we need more. In the European Parliament, I work hard to ensure that anti-discrimination legislation will also be put in place beyond employment. In my own home city, in Vienna, where we have beautiful LGBT events like the Rainbow Dance, the Regenbogenball or the Rainbow Pride, and where we have lots of acceptance of LGBTI people. But in my own town, 2 lesbian women were recently thrown out of one of the very traditional Vienna coffee places and cafe house because of a kiss. However, they had no remedy to justice. This needs to change, and for that we need European legislation. Furthermore, we also need to work more to tackle homophobia and discrimination of LGBTI people. Because freedom, and that we all cherish, freedom means being able to live our lives, also our love lives, without fear. In February of 2014, this Parliament adopted a report that asks for a strategy to guarantee the human rights of LGBTI people in all relevant areas, including employment, social affairs, healthcare, hate crime, hate speech, asylum and education. Despite angering some who claimed this would create special rights for LGBTI people, this report found widespread support among all 5 main political parties and groups in this Parliament. And recently, Justice Commissioner Vera Jourova committed to preparing this still for 2015. So from the European Parliament, I am wishing you a very fruitful discussion. Let's make equality work for all of us. Thank you and goodbye.